From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. The heat dome is building, and you can really kind of see it on the cloud cover map. If you were paying attention through this morning, through the last couple of days, and you saw those temperature maps, you would recognize this shape, this big time block of high pressure here. It is certainly building. Today is a sign of the times, right? We're really not seeing much in the way of unsettled weather. Pretty robust marine layer though, and of course, as we've been talking about over the last day or two, the possibility of maybe some convection in the higher elevations. Notice here through this afternoon, we do see some of it bubbling up here in a kind of ring, right? We're talking out through Siskiyou County and the higher elevations past Mount Shasta City, out towards Modoc County and the eastern mountains. But I want you to really look at just how widespread it is, which is to say not much at all, right? It's really very isolated. So I would not plan your day around it, but I would consider it, right? I would say, I don't know if I hear some thunder or maybe even get a heavy downpour, I kind of expected it, right? Because it's entirely possible up here. Now, through this, we're talking through Lakehead all the way down to Red Bluff, all the way down to Chico and Willows. Not going to rain down there. Trinity County, I don't think we're going to be seeing any rain out here either. Same for the coast. I think it's going to be really relegated to these isolated portions and that kind of ring of fire, so-called, kind of out there through the exterior counties, so to speak. They really start to fade away as we head through the evening, and that's really the last shot at any even slightly robust precipitation over the next 5 to 7 days. We actually have that heat dome, and that's going to be the story after this. Notice as we head through tomorrow, we're pretty much doing just fine, right? I don't think any unsettled weather is going to be coming into the forecast. In the extended term, well, like I said, I think that heat dome is starting to build here, right? That shape you saw on the satellite, keep that in mind because we're going to start seeing that more and more as we head into the extended term. Pretty much dry as can be, some marine layer activity at worst through the midweek. That's about it, right? Not much to talk about here besides the fact that we're warming up, getting that taste of summer here. Even if we zoom out, look how little cloud cover there is. That heat dome continues to build and build and build through the middle and end portions of the week especially. And here's what it looks like on the temperature map here as that system pushes east, right? High pressure coming in, low pressure here trying its best, but it is just not winning. That high pressure is too strong and it's sitting itself down, boom, right over the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to be our weather maker or lack thereof the next 5 to 7 days. I mean, I guess 90s and even near triple digits is still weather, but whew, it's going to be toasty out there. Here's your wave height forecast for tonight. Notice those wave heights starting to well up just a little bit. We're actually going to get into the double-digit range pretty quickly as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. We're talking 10 to 12 feet just a few miles off the coast there, so it might get a little bit treacherous here through tomorrow. So let's just keep a close eye on that here. Might have some small craft advisories even popping up in the next 48 to 72 hours. So let's keep an eye on that. Here's your forecast highs for today along the coast. That marine layer is really doing us no favors for the temperatures, right? We'll be in the 60s there, but head a little further inland, you get those upper 80s taking over Siskiyou County out through Modoc County and the eastern mountains. 80s in that big ring around there, and lower 90s from Lakehead all the way down to Chico. So the valley is going to be nice and toasty for today. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing for the next several days. Here's Trinity County, upper 80s, lower 90s. And look at those mid-90s taking over Wednesday through Thursday. That's really the peak of that heat dome, right, that we've been talking about on the coast here for Humboldt County, Del Norte County, right? It's a very similar story. We're probably going to get up into the 70s by midweek here as well. So even though we're right there along the coast, we're going to be seeing that warmth creep in here as well. Up towards Del Norte County, 60s there along the coast. And you head a little further inland towards Orleans, Hoopa, and Willow Creek, and you got those mid-80s. Check that out there, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're talking those mid-90s coming back in. Sunny as can be all of those days. High UV indexes. That sort of situation is going to be what we're dealing with here. 80s as we head west of Gazelle and Wairika, and then we get back into the upper 70s out there towards the higher elevations past Mount Shasta City. But speaking of Mount Shasta City, check out those mid-80s, even near 90 coming back in Wednesday and Thursday. So if you haven't detected the trend already, hottest days of the week probably going to be that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame, right? Out here, Modoc County, right? Same situation. I mean, it's really so consistent, and it really makes our job a lot easier. I appreciate that, Mother Nature, right? But here, Wednesday, Thursday, out towards Alturas, we're talking those mid-80s coming back in here, down towards the eastern mountains of Plumas County for tomorrow. Widespread upper 70s, lower 80s, Quincy in the upper 80s there as well. And I think all of us are probably going to get right there near 90 Wednesday and a Thursday out here towards the eastern mountains. But the valley, now this is very interesting. Flirting with triple digits. If we're going to see 100, it's going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday. So let's watch this time frame. I think our best shot probably there around Wednesday. So let's keep an eye on that. We might very well see 100 break there on Wednesday. Holding the 90s here as well, up here from Lakehead down to Red Bluff, lower 90s there. Check it out there, same situation here. You're really not seeing that much of a difference right throughout the valley. It's very much a similar microclimate north and south, so not that big of a difference. So like I said, let's keep an eye on this time frame. We're going to be talking Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, right? So we might very well, wouldn't shock me at all, see 100s creeping back in with this dry, hot, toasty week in the North State. Thanks for joining me for this forecast update. Of course, I'll be back with you at 6 for more, fresh from the NorCal Command Center. I'll speak to you soon.